Hi friends, welcome to English Usages Lesson 2. I hope my previous lesson was useful to you. In this lesson, I am going to explain the uses of some verbs such as have, has, had, have been, has been, and had been. Look at the following examples. I had breakfast before I started. We had 7 board members before the elections. Is it right to use 2 hats together, one after another? What would it mean if I use only one hat? How would it be different from using 2 hats? What is the difference between I have breakfast, I had breakfast, I have had breakfast, and I had breakfast? In this lesson, I will explain all these differences. Please watch the video from the beginning till the end so that you understand how these verbs should be used. How do we use the verb have? Have is used in the following ways. 1. In the present perfect tense. 2. To mean possession or ownership. 3. To mean duty or responsibility. And finally, 4. Have is used to mean to take or to eat. Have in the present perfect tense. What is the present perfect tense? The present perfect tense is a grammar rule which says that we must use the present perfect tense or have plus past participle, that is seen, gone, done, etc., to express an action which takes place in the past yet retains its impact at present. The definition seems to be a little bit complicated. Don't worry, I will explain it to you. Usually, the adverbs such as just now, yet, and so far are used with this tense. However, we must not mention the time of the action. In other words, we speak about a significant or important past action without mentioning the time of the action. Whether the action happened this morning, last evening, or last month, we do not mention. Let me explain you the definition. You should note 4 points from the given definition. 1. We use the present perfect tense to express a significant action. 2. The action takes place in the past, maybe an hour ago, or last year, or some time ago. 3. We do not mention the time of the action. Finally, we use the verb form, that is have plus past participle. Taken, broken, spoken, eaten. All these are the past participle forms of verbs. Look at the following examples. many people have come forward to support the newly formed political party in the state. In this sentence, we mention a significant action, an important action, that is, many people have come forward to support the newly formed political party. But we have not mentioned when the people came forward to support the political party. Let us look at one more example. We have collected donations over $10,000 to support the victims of the recent earthquake. In this sentence, the emphasis is on the action, that is, we have collected donations over $10,000. So when we collected is not important. The action is important. If you think the action is significant, the action is important, then in the time of the action, you must use present perfect. Uses of has. You must use the verb has if the subject is in the third person singular number. What is third person singular number? Singular nouns such as proper nouns, that is, names of places or persons, common nouns such as city, country, school, or concrete nouns such as gold, silver, and water. All these are third person singular numbers. For example, India, New Delhi, Gandhi, Mary, the president, mother, boy, education. All these are third person singular. Similarly, there are some pronouns which are in the third person singular number, such as he, she, and it. If we use these nouns or pronouns as the subject in a sentence, then instead of have, we use has. Please look at the example. The president has rejected the new education reform bill of the government. My friend has won the national badminton tournament. He has traveled over a dozen countries. Please note, only the present perfect tense must be used with the adverbs such as yet, just now, and so far. How do we use yet? We use yet in the sense of till now. Usually, yet and present perfect tense go together. For example, I have not yet decided in which country to settle. It would be wrong to say, I did not yet decide in which country to settle. Let us see one more example. Has she not yet arrived at the airport? It would be wrong to say, did she not yet arrive at the airport? Another adverb that is used with the present perfect tense is just now. The CEO has left just now. It would be wrong to say the CEO left just now. Similarly, the film has started just now. So far. far, no cases of corruption have been registered against him since his joining of the job. So far, 25 candidates have enrolled for the international law program. Have versus have been. The verb have been connects the past with the present. This verb is usually accompanied by time expressions such as since January, since 2015, for a week, for 2 years, and for a long time. Have been with since and for. We have been living in London since 1995. Since is used with a point of time. The old man has been working here for a long time. For is used with period or amount of time. The following sentences also give the same meaning. We have lived in London since 1995. The old man has worked here for a long time. Have been versus had been. The verb have been means that something or someone continues to exist or remain at a place from some past time till present. Look at this sentence. The unidentified bag has been here since yesterday. Note, we use the preposition since. It means the bag still exists there. The verb had been means that something or someone continued to exist or remain at a place from some time in the past till some time in the past. In the sense, it just continued to exist in the past. For example, the unidentified bag had been here till last evening. Note, we use the preposition till in this context. It means the bag doesn't exist there any longer. Past perfect tense. The verb form is had plus past participle. Had done, had seen, had gone, had come, etc. We should use the past perfect tense for a past action which occurs before another past action, which is somehow related to the earlier action. This definition seems to be slightly complicated. Don't worry, I will explain this tense by giving simple examples so that you will easily understand its usage. Note 3 points about the past perfect tense. 1. We use the past perfect tense only if there is a sequence of 2 past actions. 2. The past perfect tense is used with the earlier action and the simple past is used with the later action. What is simple past? Simple past tense has the verb forms such as did, went, spoke, came, etc. Third, the 2 past actions are related to each other, not independent of each other. That means the 2 past actions are not just independent actions, they are 2 connected actions. We don't use past perfect tense to mention 2 past actions which are nowhere related to each other. For example, the thieves had escaped when the police arrived. This sentence has 2 past actions. 1. The arrival of the police. 2. The escape of the thieves. The earlier action is the thieves had escaped. We have used the past perfect tense with this action. and the later action is the police arrived. The later action is the police arrived. We have used the simple past tense with the later action. The two actions are related to each other. In other words, the police arrived to catch the thieves. Thus, we use the past perfect with the earlier action, which is related to the later action. See some more examples. The plane had taken off when Lisa reached the airport. So the plane had taken off is the earlier action and Lisa reached the airport is the later action. We can understand that Lisa reached the airport to catch the plane. That is how the two actions are related. See another example. The director had undergone rigorous training in the top-notch film schools before he made the films. Here also you have two past actions. The earlier action is the director had undergone rigorous training. Second, he made the films. These two are two related past actions. Other uses of past perfect tense. The past perfect tense is also used in the indirect speech. Look at this example. My boss asked me whether I had met the target for the month. The teacher asked the student whether he had finished the homework. So in these two sentences also you see a sequence of actions in which the earlier action takes the past perfect tense. Have means possession or own. So we can also use have to mean that we possess or we own something. For example, I have many friends in India. Sam has 2 children. To mean possession in the past, you could use had. For example, the Democratic Party had 155 legislators in the lower house last year. One more use of have is to express duty, responsibility, or need. In other words, if you want to express your duty or responsibility, you could use have. For example, I have to pay some bills today. It means that it is your responsibility. It is your responsibility to pay some bills today. Sam has to cook dinner. So I have to pay some bills or Sam has to cook. Both the actions are in the present. They denote the duty at present. But to express your past responsibility or the past need, you could say, I had to wait till the minister arrived. Look at one more example. The student replied that he could not finish the homework because he had to look after his ailing mother. So the student had to look after his ailing mother is a responsibility in the past. We can also use have to mean to take or to eat. I have breakfast before I leave for the office. Note the use of the preposition for before the office. It means that you leave home and go to the office. If you don't use the preposition for before the noun office, it would mean that you leave the office and go to some other place. For example, if I say I leave the office, that means you are going out from the office. I leave home, that means you are leaving home to some other place. But if you say I am leaving for home, that means you are going home. I am leaving for the office, that means you are going to the office. If you are not good at prepositions, don't worry. Soon I will post a separate video on prepositions. You could use have to mean to take or to eat. I have breakfast before I leave for the office. It means that before I go to the office, I have breakfast or I eat breakfast. Look at this example. I had breakfast at 9 this morning. This means I took breakfast or I ate breakfast at 9. Look at one more example. I had breakfast before I started. What does the sentence mean? I have had breakfast just now. Why do we use have and had in this sentence? What does have suggest? What does had suggest? Have suggests present perfect tense. As we have already discussed, the use of have in the present perfect. Had suggests the past participle form of have, and the meaning of have is to take or to eat, which means I have taken or I have eaten breakfast just now. Look at this example. I had breakfast before I started. Why do we use two hads in this sentence? Pause the video for a while and analyze the sentence. Did you get it? Let me explain now. This sentence has two actions. One, I had breakfast, the earlier action. Two, I started, that is the later action. The first action is in the past perfect tense, that is had plus past participle. The second had is in the past participle form of have. Here, the verb have has been used to mean to eat or to take. Thus, this sentence means I had eaten breakfast before I started. This is how you should learn English grammar and usage so that you could write and speak English without any errors and with confidence. Thanks for watching our channel. I am going to post one more video very soon. The new video will have some more usages. For basic and advanced classes, please write to us at info.hyderabadhub@gmail.com. You may call us at 844-855-7665. Please subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching. Good luck.